The last essay that I have for you to practice is essay number 5. It says, assume the market for unskilled workers is perfectly competitive and in equilibrium. Then a minimum wage is imposed, which increases the wage rate of unskilled workers. Letter A says, use supply and demand analysis to explain how this increase in the wage rate will affect each of the following. So let's first draw our graph. And we have price and quantity. And then there is going to be an increase in the wage rate, which would mean that, would it be a price ceiling or a price floor if it's a minimum wage increase? Well, you'd be right if you said it'd be a price floor. So that would be located above the equilibrium. So there's our price floor. And it says for Roman numeral I there, number 1, the number of workers employed in the market. So originally the employment was located where supply and demand are equal, kind of right here. But now, with the increase in wages, the number of people actually employed are going to be where the price equals the demand curve. So those are the people that are actually employed. And so what happened to the number of workers employed? Well, they went down. The number of workers seeking employment, however, now is going to be where quantity supplied equals that price. Because the people that didn't want to work before, all of a sudden see that higher wage and decide that, hey, I'd like to have that job at Burger King. That might not be so bad. So there we have the number of workers seeking employment. So the number of people that want work increases. And then letter B says, assume that the fast food industry is imperfectly competitive and employs only one factor of production, unskilled workers. Use supply and demand analysis to explain how the increase in the wage rate resulting from the imposition of minimum wage will affect each of the following in the fast food industry in the short run. The price of fast food and the quantity of fast food purchased. So if my number of workers that I can hire decreases, what is going to happen to the overall supply of fast food for serving it? Is it going to increase the supply or decrease the supply? And you would be right if you said that would mean there would be a decrease in supply since Burger King can't hire as many workers, so there will not be as much fast food being produced. So here we can look again. Here's our original price, original quantity, new price, and new quantity. So we can say that the price of fast food went up and the quantity went down. So that's not too bad. Just remember that I'm not writing a ton of sentences here. Instead, in all these problems, I'm graphing. So the graph is really your essay. So make sure on the test that you would graph where appropriate, which would be on almost every question probably. So make sure to do that or you won't be receiving your full points in the free response questions.